a lot of people didn't do that. A lot of people had cash, credit, all kinds of good stuff thrown into the market at these crazy hype times. And we're just going to go to a point of XRP. It's a good example. It's an example that ticks all the boxes still for cost dollar averaging. And ultimately, you should listen to what I'm about to say in terms of just understanding the mathematics behind it. Yes, we're in England. It's maths, not math. Just putting it out there. However, people are in this situation where they are underwater. How do you get out of it? So let's talk about it. So if you did buy at these all-time highs, these ways of getting out of it. One, your research should be good enough to understand that the coin that you've bought is still developing and still doing good things. Hey, if you're new to cryptocurrency and you'd like to learn more, hit that subscribe button and press that bell button. Obviously, if you know what you're doing, back. We're going to talk today about this. Buying at those highs, how do you get out of it? Cost dollar average, very, very important. I come from the cloth of investing, stock market investing, all that kind of good stuff. I knew quite a lot about that. And I got involved in cryptocurrency in 2016. Yeah. Not looked back since. Everything that I'm playing with is profit from the early days. So I'm in a very, very fortunate position. But a lot of people didn't do that. A lot of people had cash, credit, all kinds of good stuff thrown into the market at these crazy hype times. And we're just going to go to a point of XRP. It's a good example. It's an example that ticks all the boxes still for cost dollar averaging. And ultimately, you should listen to what I'm about to say in terms of just understanding the mathematics behind it. Yes, we're in England. It's maths, not math. Just putting it out there. However, people are in this situation where they are underwater. How do you get out of it? So let's talk about it. So if you did buy at these all-time highs, these ways of getting out of it. One, your research should be good enough to understand that the coin that you've bought is still developing and still doing good things. XRP is one of those. We know swell conferences coming. It's actually showed some good signs of revival, but you've also got the likes of MoneyGram partnerships. You've also got SBI. You've got all kinds of other stuff in terms of the on-demand liquidity coming out soon. Commercials, everything. It's good. A lot of coins aren't like that. So, bit of advice, not financial advice. Don't take it as that. Do your research. Anything that looks a bit crap, don't do this. The things that look good, who have still developed over years, do this. So, let's go on to the charts. I've already done it out for you because it'll save time and ease and convenience. So, the sum is easy, the mathematics is easy, and this is just a very, very simple average. I will do another one. Don't even know where my phone is, so it's there. It's fine. It's okay. Just so I need my phone just to do the calculations because it makes it simple. When you consider it, everyone would have bought in at a high point on any coin. I've been a victim of that in altcoin seasons where I went, ooh, oopsie, a bit too high. And even XRP, I've not really been that foolish of an entry, but I've also understood the future of it. I've understood all kinds of good stuff. And what I'm sitting on is all profit anyway, so it's good. But ultimately, if you bought 1,000 XRP at $3, you're going to get a lot less for your money, obviously. Whereas if you buy, a load more now, it's totally different. But there's always a cost dollar average in there because it will bring it down. So the sum, that thing there, you basically, it's your overall amount invested divided by the amount that you've got. I'm going to do the sum. The sum's easy, right? Obvious, I know. 3 times 1,000 plus 0.3 times by 3,000. It would give you the obvious answer of $3,900, which is the amount that you've actually invested. Okay, the investment price. You then divide that investment price by the amount of coins you've got. How much money you put in and how many you've got in the value of the asset, essentially. So, if you do it very, very simple, now it's obvious, you can work that out in your head, it's simple. But if you've got a number of these, it's quite hard. And when I explain something, a little tip and a tool you can use to do that. But essentially what happens is this. If you've got 3,900, okay, invested in the asset, you divide it by how many coins you've got. That is your average down. So if you bought a ton at the top, right, an absolute bucket load, and you're like, oh shite, I'm stuck. you've got a lot more better chance now of getting to basically 97 cents compared to $3 from this point. So let's change it up a little bit, okay? We know the sum, it's easy, right? The sum, I've made it a bit more complicated on there so you kind of get a gist of it. But, so, you want to put in $3,000 at the bottom again, instead of $3,000 at the top. Let's just figure it out that way. See what would happen if you put the original investment back in 2 years later. So, this case, exactly, okay? Well, not so much 2 years, but almost. So, the simple sum is simple, okay? Basically, you got $3,000 to invest. You basically do 3,000 divided by the price. So you do 3,000 divided by 0.30. You'd get 10,000 XRP for that. So let's change this up a bit just to kind of show you what would happen. XRP. So let's just edit that just to try and show you. So there'd be 3,000. Yay. And you get 10,000 XRP for your money. Bit of a difference, right? Yes. How to work this out? Basically this, I'm going to put it on the screen first to show you. It's quite simple. You've got X amount of XRP basically. So how many you've got. But you've also got how much you put in. So you've actually put in 6,000. And then you're going to divide this by 11,000. With me so far? This would then give you the average. And what do you reckon the average will be? Well, I can guarantee it'll be a lot less than $3. It'll also be a lot less than $1. So it'd be interesting to see where this would actually go. So 6,000 divided by 11,000. If I can do it right, would be nice. You are looking at an average of 0.54. So that is what it would look like if you did it this way. Basically that. So that's how it would work. So you got to remember the overall amount invested divided by the total amount of coins you've got would give you that average. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Now this has been quite an awkward video because I kept cocking it up on this. However, you've probably seen quite a lot of little jerkies. Anyways, that is how to cost dollar average. Now you should be doing it if you've been buying at the $1, the $2, the $3 marks. And you're seeing where we are right now. Some technicals to go with this, okay? You only buy more when you see stability. When you see somewhere of an interested place where it's quite good. I think, personal opinion, anything between 20 cents and 30 cents, and even a bit higher than that, up to 35 cents is quite a good region to buy. It's got good historic support. You can see that there. Okay, very, very good historic support. And even from previous levels of 24 cents, etc., it's good. If you are looking at buying up these regions where it's no man's land, you're going to start getting yourself burnt. So remember this sum, okay? Always remember it. So another tip I mentioned is download the Delta app. This is obviously not sponsored. I know people go, oh, you're sponsored. It's not. I just use it. This gives you a little sum when you're actually buying the transaction. So basically, it's like a mini portfolio manager. You put in your amounts, how much you bought them at, price-wise, and how many you bought, and it'll give you an overall divided sum of it in Satoshis if you're doing it in Bitcoin, and also in fiat, which is really, really helpful and nice. I keep buying up XRP at these regions, especially in Satoshis, using Bitcoin to buy it because it's really low, and it is really, really helpful. So I hope this video has helped. Trust me, if you've been swimming underwater with this, don't worry too much about it, because honestly, if you believe in the project, you've done your own research and you understand what you're getting into and you fully are aware of that, you're fine. If you are seeing a 25% loss and you've done good research and you're not worried about it investing for you, if you're flapping and you're getting out because it's gone down by 15 to 10% in a matter of an hour, probably cryptocurrency is not for you, I'm afraid. So bear that in mind. It's good to know. It really is good to know that you can trust your own research and you are willing to buy back in low, because over time market cycles will change. So there you go. I'm going to end it there. Hope you enjoyed this one. A bit different. XRP for me, good long-term investment. Keep buying it low. Take profits when it's high.